everybody, Tirzah here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the In A Trance Palette by Colourpop. I'm also going to be swatching it for you all and doing a makeup look with this palette. So with that said, let's just get started. Alright, so ignore my shiny face right now. I apologize for that. It's because I have moisturizer and all that stuff. So excuse that. But anyways, this is how the palette looks like. It comes in this little box right here. It is really cute. It also has little heart-shaped things in the back. Hopefully you all could see that. But let's just get right into this palette. It is super cute. So far, I'm loving the little packaging, and it looks like this. It comes in this little pastel type of purple color palette right here. It's pretty small, which I like. You know, I could, take it with me. Alright, so this is how the palette looks like on the inside. It is super duper beautiful. These are the colors. I love shimmer shade. People were saying that this palette looks more like it was meant for lighter complected skin tones. But let me tell y'all, a white base goes with anything, no matter what kind of eyeshadow palette you are using, because a white base is going to pop up your colors. It's going to make them more vibrant, and it's just going to come out very stunning and beautiful. So always use a white base whenever it comes to something that are, like pastel colors. I mean, you can use a white base for anything, but I personally love to use white bases when it comes to dealing with pastel colors personally. So with that said, let's go on to swatching them. Ignore my Chewbacca arms, but these are the swatches of the palette, and the colors are very beautiful, mostly the shimmers. So now we're going to move on to the makeup look. So let's just get started with that. I'm starting out with the Makeup by Yolando's white eyeshadow base. I'm using a flat brush to apply the base onto my eyelid, as well as a beauty blender to blend out the base. Now I am using the shade Daydream and applying the shade towards the edge of my eyelid with a flat, small brush. Next, I am taking the shade Own Your Power with another flat brush and using tapping motions to blend out the shade. Now I'm taking the two shades Future Self and Transcendence with a flat brush and applying the shades onto the rest of my eyelid. Again, I use tapping motions to blend out the colors. Here, I am going back in with the shade Daydream and using a small fluffy brush to blend out the shade. Okay, so here I am just basically going back in the same shades that I used before with a fluffy brush, and I'm just blending out the shades. Next, I am taking the pressed glitter shade All Aurora with a flat brush along with my finger and applying the glitter onto my eyelid. I highly recommend using a glitter glue though, because it will not stick to your eyelid that well. Here, I am applying my Luminous Silk Concealer by Giorgio Armani. Funny story though, I did forget to apply primer when I did this video, but I mean, I haven't done my makeup in a month, so don't judge me. Anyways, always use a primer. Now I am taking my green color corrector by Revlon to cover up some redness. I am taking the Morphe translucent powder and just applying it onto where I put the color corrector. Now I am just applying the Fenty Beauty foundation all over my face. I am going back in with the shade Daydream with an angled fluffy brush and applying it at the bottom of my eyelid. I hope I said that correctly. I am taking the shade Clarity and applying it onto the tear duct of my eyes. Now I am going back into my Morphe translucent powder and just applying it onto my face because my skin tends to get oily throughout the day. Next, I am applying the Neutrogena Mineral Shears Loose Powder onto my face. Here I am using the Pure Sculptor Highlight and Contour Palette. Next, I am using the Stay Put Brow Color by Milani, and I'm using the shade Dark Brown. I am using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer and applying it underneath my eyebrows with a small brush. I am basically just defining and trying to sharpen up my eyebrows. Next, I am using both the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner along with my Revlon Color Skinny Liquid Liner and just doing a winged eyeliner look. Here, I am using my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. Not gonna lie, I'm not really too fond of this mascara. It just doesn't really work for me as much. I'm using the lashes called Scarlet from Dollar Lash Club. Use my code Tirzah Sephora on your purchase to save you some money. The blush that I'm using is Cat's Eye from the Sailor Moon Colourpop collection. I'm going back in with the Pure Sculptor palette and I'm just applying the highlighter. Here, I am using the Moonlight Lip Bundle, and this comes with the Bunhead Ultra Blotted Lip and the Sailor Moon Ultra Glossy Lip. And that is the finished look using the In A Trance eyeshadow palette. I absolutely loved this makeup look. I honestly thought it was really, really beautiful. Okay everybody, so I decided to switch it up a bit, so I'm currently standing and I'm going to be reviewing the Colourpop palette In A Trance. Hopefully I put it right because I actually dropped the palette and all the colors messed up, so I hope I put it like in the right area. I really do, so sorry if it's not in the correct order. But anyways, let's just talk about this palette. I did love this palette. I find that the colors are very vibrant. They're a little powdery whenever I would put them on my eyes. It does have a little bit of fallout whenever I'm trying to get the shades onto my brush, so it is a little bit, it does have a little bit of fallout, and I noticed some fallout when I was applying it onto my eyes. But other than that, it is really, really pigmented. I think it is really gorgeous, as you can see here. They're extremely pigmented. They're really amazing. Like I said, it is also lightly powdery. So as I was applying the shades onto my eyes, it was actually powdery and also a little bit of fallout, and I could see the whole powdery when I was like applying it onto my eyes. So I made sure to like tap the excess off of the brush before I apply it onto my eye. Moving on, I really did love this palette. I find that the little shimmer shades, they're very like, I wouldn't say creamy. It is just very, very soft to the touch, and it's just really cool. The matte shades are a bit powdery. Like I said, they're mostly powdery and a little bit of fallout. But yeah, it is just really beautiful. I actually love the color. The shades are also blendable, so it's pretty cool. I was actually surprised and shocked and a little bit worried at the same time. I was worried at first because I was like, okay, what if these colors don't blend together or anything? But they blend out so well, as you could see here. They're easily blendable. I love it so very much. It's really awesome. Like I said, if you want the colors to pop even more, use a white base. I really do recommend a white base. I always use a white base whenever it comes to these kind of shadows. So with that said, I will rate this palette I would say a 4-star. It was really good, but it isn't something that I would probably hype it up so very much. It's just something that is just wearable. It's like a good palette, but not something that I would like highly say, oh, you need this palette. Like, I think it's pretty good. I would say, yeah, like I do recommend this palette, but it's not something that like I would say like you highly need this palette into your makeup collection. It's just really gorgeous. Like I said, I give it a 4-star. But yeah, And another thing that I wanted to say was going back onto the white base, I highly do recommend using a white base when it comes to pastel colors, because as you can see in my other video, which I will put somewhere over here so you all can go and check out, I did the same thing whenever it comes to pastel colors. I always use white base. That way it'll pick up the color even more, and it'll be more vibrant. If you all enjoyed this video, go give a thumbs up, and also comment down below if you do have this palette. Do you like it, or is it something that you would want to buy? I'm sorry I keep messing this up. Please let me know down in the comments. Bye everyone!